Jake, I was at the gym Lifetime the other day and saw a sign. Granted, it was a sign that was an ad for something, but the sign said, "Healthy habits start with hearing care." Agree or disagree?
Huh? Yeah, no, that's interesting.
I don't. My first reaction was, I don't think so.
Healthy habits start
With hearing care.
hearing care.
Yep.
Hearing care in its own is already a little confusing. I'm sure there were visuals to help you out.
It was an older scene. Yeah, it looked like kind of a nursing home kind of.
Getting a
Like, listen,
hearing aid put in.
you can't hear. How are you supposed to run?
You want to eat more vegetables? Yeah, try doing that when
Yeah.
you can't hear them.
Yeah, yeah. Swimmer's ear is way worse when you are also deaf,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, a double ear infection. Try already having a hard time hearing before that.
Right.
Then get healed.
Imagine bench pressing and being like, "Hey, you're making too much noise," and you'd be like, "I didn't know that." I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh. Just roll it.
Good start.
Oh.
Good start.
Ooh, I think this tight beat means that it's going down with some random thoughts and white meat too. Midwest best friends eating fast food on repeat. So come along, let's have some fun and go ahead, get on your feet, cause it's the Ghostrunners podcast. Every Monday morning we're taking back Ghostrunners podcast.
Good start.
Oh my.
All right. Happy Wednesday. You know, we recorded for like 2 hours and 15 minutes on Monday's episode. And so Brad thought, I mean, they're probably not even going to listen to this one. So it doesn't even really matter what we say.
Just empty the clip.
Yeah, let's bring back Rachel to talk about her racist games.
Golly. Anyway, last night went to Chick-fil-A, 95th and Metcalf Chick-fil-A. Shout out to our friends that own that one, Derek and Kara.
Yeah.
They had a special daddy-daughter Valentine's night. It was the couple nights before Valentine's, and they had like you made reservations and you got there and they're like, "All right, your last name? Ellis? Okay, we have your table over here." They had tablecloths for us.
Just that location did that?
Uh-huh.
That's pretty cool.
At least as far as I know. Maybe other ones did, but yeah, they had like the workers were in like bow ties and like button-up shirts, like white button-ups.
That's
like,
great.
kind of a fancy Chick-fil-A. They gave all the girls, Hattie and Rosie got flowers, roses, and it was awesome. But it was also like one of those things where we got the 5 o'clock reservation, which was the first one, because 5:30 was already all booked. Which is so it's like, okay, this is going well. But at the 5 o'clock reservation, we were the first time slot, 5 to 5:30. So it's a tight spot.
You have to get out of there in 30 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't like push us out by any means, but I think all the dads there like were cognizant of it. We're like,
Good.
All right, eat up, let's go, because we don't want to, get them too far behind. But by the time that we had eaten, it was Gunnar and his daughter Delaney, and then Rosie, Hattie, and I in a booth, which is a little tight of a squeeze anyway.
Okay,
no problem. But by the time we were done, not only did they have like Chick-fil-A, food obviously, but they had markers and these little ornaments that you could color.
Okay.
On this white tablecloth. By the 5 to 5:30 time slot of by the time we were done, 30 minutes into this thing, that tablecloth was no longer white looking. Like
they covered it.
It was one of those things where it's like, I don't think they're going to change these tablecloths every time, but that's probably something. When they do this again next year, they're going to be like, we should probably not do the white tablecloth thing.
Yeah, so the 5 o'clock crew is going to desecrate our tablecloths.
100%. I mean, Rosie, they gave these little ornament hearts that you could color on. They're like little piece of wood, basically. And I mean, they were tiny enough where Rosie was just going off the heart the entire time, like just missing left and right. And then as we were leaving, Hattie kind of like snagged the tablecloth and like pulled a bunch of like the food that they hadn't bust off yet and like spilled water all over the booth. Jeez. And like, I'm so sorry. Hattie had no idea. I was like, what happened to the booth? Because I went to go get a drink and Gunnar was there and Gunnar's like, oh, don't worry about it. I don't know what happened, And as we're leaving, we see like 3 other tables have a similar situation where like people had spilled things and they're cleaning it up. And I was like, I think this was a fun idea, but I don't know if the workers liked it as much as the dads did.
Yeah. Was it a cool time though?
It was so much fun. Yeah, we shout out to the 95th and Metcalf location of Chick-fil-A because they have like a little kids area, like a kids corner. They don't have a play place, but they have like this area that has Mancala as well as, you know, puzzles and all these other games.
Pop by there.
And so I'm sure a lot of the parents out there know this, but if you order a Chick-fil-A kids meal, you can replace the prize with ice cream.
Bingo.
And so Gunnar and I did that, but we did it, you know, after our 5:30 time slot was over. So we went and just sat over in this other area that was not reserved. It was just kind
Good
of
for you guys.
Civilians, common folk. And we sat there. I mean, we were there from like 5 to 7, I think. We were there for a long time, just hanging out.
Just Conan and Montcallan.
Yeah, Linda Henniger, Sam Henniger's mom.
Yeah, shout out.
Kara, the person who owns Chick-fil-A, her and her husband, her mom as well. She came and visited. I hadn't seen her in years. And so we just caught up with her, and it was a blast. Yeah, we had a bunch of fun. And yeah, so shout out to Chick-fil-A. It was a great time, but it was one of those things. I was like, I wonder if, not whatever, stereotyping one way or the other, but like all these men were like very like on top of like, we got to go. It's 5:27. We got to get out of here.
Yeah.
You know, whereas like, I think some, I don't know, and maybe not every man was like that there, but it seemed like most of them were very respectful of like, we got to get out by 5:30 because that's our time slot. So, but it was a madhouse, and I just commend Chick-fil-A workers. Like when we've done Chick-fil-A stuff with F12 and then Grande Boo, like they were never overwhelmed. They were like, this is fun. And that's how they were last night too. I was
great.
like, they're like, no problem. We'd love to clean that up. Don't worry. Like, cause Hattie like dumped out a bunch of fruit on the ground. So I'm like picking up mandarin oranges, putting it on this plate. And the guy's like, sir, don't worry about it. We'll do it. And I just dropped the plate and just dumped the oranges right back off there. No, I was kidding. But yeah, they were just so kind. So it was fun.
That's a great thing. Good for them. That's fun that they're doing that.
And it was sweet. It was a sweet time with Gunnar and Delaney. Apparently Delaney that night kept saying, can we go to Dad or Hattie's dad's house? Can we go? And then he asked her, who else loves you besides mom and dad? And she goes, Bo and Patrick Mahomes. So Gunnar doing something right in that family. I don't know. So anyway, it was a sweet time. So.
Are you, Valentine's Day is tomorrow, are you going to get a heart-shaped pizza?
Yeah, we talked about it. We're doing Papa Murphy's heart-shaped pizza.
Okay, Papa Murph's.
Papa
John's comments recently.
Has he?
I mean, years ago.
Oh. Catherine likes Papa Murphy's a lot. I think it tastes good. I think it's kind of crazy that we're spending this much money on a pizza that we have to make ourselves, though. Right?
Yep.
I'm like, what a model.
Good for Papa Murph's.
I know. I can't wait to find something like that. Like imagine like, hey, here are all the parts to a pickleball paddle.
Here's all the wood for a table.
Yeah, here's all the wood for a table.
It comes with instructions.
It's super easy to learn, you know. You just have to have all the right tools and a lot of workspace and, I don't know, 5 to 10 years of experience, and you'll be fine. So
yeah, adult Legos.
Yeah, anyway, so that'll be fun. Keeping it easy, keeping it simple, and then doing bunko night the next night. So
oh yes, bunko.
Yeah.
That's fun. Timon, what are you doing this weekend?
Going up to Iowa.
Holy cow.
For Anna's friend Willa invited us up just to like hang out, go to this like church event thing.
Any escape rooms this time?
I don't know. It'd be kind of fun.
What city?
Des Moines.
Nice.
Yeah.
Capital city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I want to do an escape room. I've been wanting to ever since I did the first one. I'm like, I want to do better.
You're an escapee.
We'll see.
Yeah, you want to escape it.
Yeah, escape head.
Yeah.
Scapegoat. Do you think that the best person at escape rooms is called the scapegoat? Yes or no?
Really good
yes or no
question. Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
Because you
scapegoat.
think
And anyone who's not calling them that should.
yeah,
I'd say.
scapegoat, you would think. Oh, they're like the one you throw under the bus. But you're calling them the goat.
The goat.
Of
You're
escaping.
the scapegoat, yeah. So, what do you couldn't reveal last week what you were doing for Valentine's. But now that it's happened, what are you going to do? What's your plan?
Oh, I was like, comedy show. No, I see what you're saying. Like
You were
during the
doing-
day.
yeah.
Yeah, Rachel and I are each doing something for each other. Rachel made me put my headphones on and close the door yesterday because she said, I have to call someone.
Oh.
So I don't know what that means. I don't know what we're doing. And she said it's from 1 to 2. So something that is like some sort of appointment.
Cool.
I don't think it's food.
Massage?
I don't know. Oh, that's a good idea.
Sorry, maybe I shouldn't I don't know the answer.
I don't know either, but that's mine. I'm going to take her to this really like cozy and cute looking bookstore.
Where's that?
I looked at a bunch of different ones, trying to find like the best like used bookstore in Kansas City, and I found one in Westport. I forget what it's called now, but
Okay.
Just gonna pop in there for an hour or two.
Cool.
Hang out, get a little cozy.
Yeah. What do you think? Like at a bookstore, you just read the books there and then you buy some. Honestly, I don't know. Like,
Yeah, I think we
How that
should.
works.
Exactly. I was like, it would be fun for us to like go in there and read, but it feels wrong to bring a Kindle into a bookstore. It's like such a slap in the face. So I think we should just like. I'm in between books right now, so I think I want to go in, like find one, buy it, start reading it in there.
cool.
And I think Rachel might be too, so that'd be kind of fun.
That's sweet.
But yeah, we
Is
don't
it-
have too much time Friday, so
There's one on 39th Street. Is that the one you're going to?
it might be.
Okay. Across from Blue Koi.
It might be.
It's a good one.
It's like a 2-story one.
Yeah.
On the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Forget
don't
what
know if
it's
it's on
called.
a corner. I don't want to promise that mine is on a corner.
All right. All right.
But good boba tea across the street.
Okay.
If you want to boba and books. You're gonna have a little
Bobati.
feeling. Yeah. So
So yeah, that's tomorrow. Be a fun day. Friday mornings are always a fun, dopamine rush. You get all the Friday pickleball stuff posted.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
out. And then my dad's in town. I think we're going to grab a lunch with him. Valentine's Day stuff. Comedy show, pickleball, full little Valentine's Day.
Pop's going to the comedy show.
I don't think so. I think I'll just perform for him at lunch.
Just like Dad,
Do the whole routine.
do a dress rehearsal for $5.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, that'll be fun.
What do you think of? Is this I wrote down embarrassing or boss. All right. that pantsuit's really boss, man. Embarrassing or boss at Chick-fil-A last night, or the classic 30 count nuggets came in a heart-shaped tin.
Okay.
Embarrassing or boss?
Well, I don't think it's
Gunner's
boss.
like Gunner goes, that's a boss move. And I was like, well, I don't know if I feel that. It's like a catering tray for myself.
Yeah.
Embarrassing or boss?
I think it starts off embarrassing, like, geez, a whole heart-shaped box yourself.
Yeah.
But then once you take down that 30th nugget,
Yeah.
it's like, this guy's a boss.
That guy's a boss.
He knew what he wanted and he devoured it.
Yeah.
I was really hungry the other day, and so I went into Chick-fil-A and actually ate grilled nuggets in the store. And I don't know how you put down 30.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Reached a limit.
How many you think you had?
I think I did 2 12 counts. I think I tapped out at like 23. I had like 1.5 left. I was like, that's good for me.
Yeah.
I'm set on
It does.
22.5.
It does fill you up. I mean, it's good. Yeah.
I mean, what is that? Probably 90 grams of protein with 30 count.
I think it's 100. Hundo P. Hundo P. Yeah.
But yeah, they're good. Juicy.
Last night, maybe it was the tray they were in, but I almost audited them. I was like, this doesn't feel like 30. It felt like,
I know what 30 should feel like in here.
honestly, I was still hungry afterwards. I don't know. It felt like 23. Like it felt like your amount or something. I was like, but some of them were huge and some of them are tiny. And so I'm like, how are we counting these things?
Auditing Chick-fil-A after they just served you, embarrassing or boss?
Embarrassing. Yeah, 100%. You don't be, hey, I ordered 30 and I'm only counting 27. It's like, get over yourself.
Yeah, I catered it to myself and it was a little off.
Yeah.
What do you guys normally do about that?
How should we go? Just refund the whole thing or just give me 3 grilled nuggets? Those grilled nuggets are so small, dude.
Just reimburse me for 3 probably.
Just, yeah, let's
I'm trying to get healthier, so I'm seeing an audiologist later, but
yeah.
I'd like the 3 nuggets as well, please.
I'm doing a hearing test, but I'm also trying to eat healthy because I don't know if the hearing test is the only thing. It's the first thing I should do.
I need to, I want to throw down a little audit on Shields. Went to Shields this week.
Okay.
And this was like 6 days ago. Let's see how well I can remember this. Basically, I go to...
What is Shields, for the record? For the
Good
people that
question.
don't
It's regional. It's a giant sporting goods store.
know. Giant.
It's a little unbelievable. Just because you walk in and there's a giant aquarium. And then once you get past the giant aquarium, there's an indoor Ferris wheel. Pretty good size Ferris wheel too.
A legit size Ferris wheel.
Yeah. Makes a lot of noise. Like it's got a lot of like CO2 powered stuff on it.
Okay.
I noticed that this
Very
time.
good. Yeah.
Anyway, I go to check out from this store from Shields. And I forgot what I was doing, but I was kind of in a hurry. And so I was like, yep, just that. We're good. And she was like, okay. And would you want to give me your email address? And I was like, oh, no, I'm good. And she's like, oh, it doesn't It doesn't send you any like spam email or whatever. It's just so you have like a digital receipt in case you want to return it. And I was like, oh, I don't know. It always takes forever to type on these screens because it is like the little like credit card scanner machine. And she was like, oh, you should use my keyboard. I was like, well, I already pushed back too much. This is too much friction. So at this point, I have to acquiesce.
Wow,
like,
yeah.
Oh, all right, yeah. And so I'm on her keyboard typing in, my email address. I'm like, all right, good. And then she has turned like the whole thing swivels. So I see the computer screen and the keyboard is facing me, just like a laptop, basically. And then I enter my email, I press enter, and there's a prompt on the screen that says, do you want promotional emails? And I just watch her click yes. I'm like, that's what you just told me.
Wait.
You promised.
Yeah.
You promised you wouldn't do that. So that was kind of funny. I was like, I guess well played. You really got it out of me. I hope you got a commission off this.
They do.
Well done.
Mason Capital used to work at Shields, and they're supposed to always make a personal connection with you of some sort. A lot of times it's just like, oh, I love those shoes. Oh, those, oh yeah, cool shirt that you're buying. Like something like that.
That makes sense. Because I wasn't going there for pickleball stuff. I'm like, I'm in Shields. Let's like peruse the pickleball section. I like doing that. And he was trying, this makes so much sense.
Really?
I was so confused because this guy like did not play pickleball, but refused to stop talking to me about pickleball. And I think he was just probably trying really hard to make a connection.
Trying to make a personal connection, because then I do know that they make a lot of money, or like they make a commission if you sign up for the credit card or whatever.
Yeah.
And so I think they always are asking you to do those things.
Had an ex-girlfriend in college who worked at Maurice's, and I swear half her pay was off the credit card. And so I signed up for one, just like a boutique fashion, women's fashion store or whatever. Sign up for a credit card, and then, but it's like one of those things like just sign up for it and just cancel it right away. I still get paid. I'm like,
oh, cool. That won't hurt me down the road at all.
Yeah, all right, whatever. But yeah, this was really fun. I won't get into the details of it, but it was just like, this guy's just grasping at straws, trying to connect about. He's like, what do you think about those paddles got banned, right? And I was like, yeah, they did. And then he's like calling them by the wrong name, and I'm like, oh, these paddles, yeah. And then he's like, yeah, it's crazy what the judges are saying. Which like judges is not, I think he means like the people who test the paddles. I don't know. Okay. Judges is a new buzzword for me in pickleball.
Not like the Supreme Court justice.
Yeah, I think just like.
Crazy what Clarence Thomas is saying about these Yolas.
Yeah. He pronounced it Jula.
Of course.
He just, credit to the guy. Now, that really makes so much sense because he like, right off the bat, he was like, do you play a lot of pickleball? I said, yes. I said, what about you? He said, no. But that did not stop him from like, so what, he asked me what tournaments I play in. And I was like the names of them? He's like, yeah, like, I didn't know, like, do you play like Midwest Nationals? And I go, Midwest Nationals? He's like, yeah, I think there's one.
Midwest Nationals sounds great.
It also sounds like oxymoronic. Like, it's like the Nationals
yeah.
regionally.
Yeah, true. Midwest Nationals.
I honestly, this was very early in the conversation, so I didn't know he didn't know what he was talking about at the time. And I was like, I don't know about Midwest National, and he's like, no, I think they did them for tennis. I was thinking they did that for pickleball as well. Maybe they didn't, but I just didn't know. Let me show you some of these paddles over here. We got.
He's the reason that you were in a hurry for this other woman.
Probably. I was like,
I gotta get out of here.
I gotta get out of here now. Yeah, he showed me some pickleball bags that convert to chairs. He was like, a lot of these public parks. Well, actually, I don't really know. I don't go to them, but I've heard a lot of public parks don't have seating, and so these are nice.
Yeah.
To sit on.
Yeah, because I don't know. I don't play that much pickleball, but you sit down quite a bit while you're playing.
It's a Paralympic thing. Yes, you're doing pretty well for yourself.
It has wheels as well. Yeah, on these chairs. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Oh wow, yeah, that makes so much sense.
Were you there during the afternoon, like a slower time? I feel like I went to Bass Pro Shops yesterday to return some gloves that I got for Catherine for Christmas. I was getting worried I was going to miss my window.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah. She really wanted gloves to walk in that were just like Rachel's. And so I was like, okay, Rachel, what kind do you have? And then whatever. Catherine was like, well, don't get the exact same one. Just get ones like Rachel's. I was like, okay.
Why not get the exact same one?
Yeah. What's that about? So anyway, she didn't like any of the three. I was like, I don't know which ones to get you. So I got her three. She didn't like any of them and ended up going with other ones.
I think the ones that Rachel's been really liking lately, my mom got those for her. So she probably didn't know where to get them.
That was
you're up a rock and a hard place.
Which is like, I think these are the ones that she's talking about, but I also have these. I'm like, I don't know. Doesn't matter. Catherine had these whatever. I'm just jokingly bashing on her. She is like, I want them to be like warm and like thick, but also like small enough where I can still do things in them. You know?
Yeah, I could still like change your oil.
She was like, I want to be
Use
able
my
to,
cell phone.
to buckle in like a stroller, like buckle in a kid, or maybe tie their shoe. I was like, tie their shoe with gloves on?
Dexterity.
You can't do that with very many gloves, especially not warm
Not
ones.
a winter glove.
And so I found a few that were like lighter weight, but also I think insulated. Anyway.
Yeah. Even if you go slightly heavier, you go duck skin, goodbye cell phone.
Yes.
Yeah, the heat's not going to get through there.
So anyway, return those on a snowy day at 11 a.m. to a Bass Pro. I was a king in there. People were so excited to see me.
Yeah. I mean, you're probably the only person in there.
There was like nobody in the parking lot. It was
Chatting you up.
Yeah, this guy was so excited to try to sell me a credit card. And I was like, oh man, I know that I am one of the 3 people you've seen today, but
It's not going to happen.
you're not dating me, so no thank you. See you later.
We're not dating, and this
his
is
name was
Maurice's.
Maurice. Yeah. So anyway, but I think about that a lot. Like it's like a double-edged sword when you go to these places because we have such flexible schedules. We can go there at 1 p.m. No problem, but then everyone's ready for you at 1 p.m.
Yeah, I did get not a full conversation, but I got spoken to by so many employees.
Yeah.
Hey, sir, how's it going? Good.
Good. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
Hey, you find everything? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Nice
Hey,
folks,
take a
though.
roll. Oh yeah. Shields is top notch.
I love it.
I think one of the things they're known for, or maybe not known for, I think one of the things I've heard about them is that they never offer you, like they never have things on sale. It's like always the same price. Did you observe?
Their shoes were on sale.
Okay. So that's been debunked real quick. I don't know, or maybe I don't know what it is. Maybe they were. Something about it. I've heard that. But
They have a Ferris wheel inside. That's their thing.
yeah, the Ferris wheel is the same price always. You can't get discounts on the Ferris
Can't get
wheel.
a coupon on Ferris wheel.
That book I read, Devil in the White City, the one book I've read, that was the big thing. Ferris wheel was like America's answer to the Eiffel Tower as far as like architectural like ingenuity.
Good for us.
Pretty cool, honestly.
Yeah.
The first Ferris wheel was huge. Like
How many people go ride the Eiffel Tower?
probably 0. Yeah, I think it was like these cars that they had the Ferris wheels in. Timon, will you look this up? Just first Ferris wheel cars or size or whatever. But I think it was like you could fit 50 people in a car and there were 20 cars or something like that.
Oh, now there's something.
It was wild.
You were taking trains up there.
And it was the first time I think that they used a certain kind of steel. And so it was like really strong, but really thin steel. And so people were like, there's no way that's going to withstand all this stuff.
We did it.
It says the cars on the first Ferris wheel, 27 feet long, 13 feet wide, and 9 feet high.
Think a house.
They were the size of a school bus or train car. Each car held 40 revolving chairs and could accommodate up to 60 people.
40 revolving chairs. The
And how
revolving
many-
chairs is a fun
How many
idea.
cars? Did it say how many cars there were?
I don't know. I'm looking at. I guess there's a picture. I mean, it looks like just as many as your normal Ferris wheel. Like it's a big. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know. There's probably like 30 cars.
is
It's crazy.
giant. So
And
yeah,
it's like
it
the
was
first
huge.
time it's ever been. It was like people are like, we're going to do this thing. We're going to go all the way to the top and just expect. And these people hadn't seen, like this was like right when skyscrapers were coming out. So like, so
You never
many
seen that
people
vantage point.
Had never seen that vantage point before.
Why don't they do that now? Why isn't that an attraction? Like a giant Ferris wheel that fits a lot of people.
The first Ferris wheel had a capacity of 2,160 people.
Wow.
Is what this says.
It was like 1 million
21.
people rode this Ferris wheel like at this fair. Like it's crazy.
This feels like something that you would hear as like, yeah, I was at the World Fair in St. Louis. St. Louis randomly got like a ton of like these first things.
St. Louis and Kansas City, since they were like in the middle of all these trading things, used to be such a big deals on the water.
Yep.
You know, because does St. Louis have Missouri and Mississippi, or just Missouri?
Like rivers?
Yeah,
I don't know if they have the Missouri River.
they definitely have the Missouri River.
They do?
I think Kansas City goes. Well,
They for sure have Mississippi.
oh, maybe I'm thinking of Columbia. Definitely has the Missouri River.
Okay. Give it to them then.
Get on up there then.
All right, you guys can have it.
Yeah. Anyway,
Good for St.
Ferris
Louis.
wheel though, crazy interesting.
Yeah, that's a fun fact.
And then
Good for Shields.
let's go ahead and bring it back to the jocks in the room. Mr. Ferris, I think his name's John. Nope, George Washington Ferris is his name.
Great.
He was from Pittsburgh. He was famous for what kind of metal? Steel. What are the football players that play in Pittsburgh called?
Bruins.
The Pittsburgh Bruins. They're brewing up some steel. Pittsburgh Steelers. So, Steel City.
Steel Town.
Steel Town, USA. I'll bring it back to the Ferris wheel. That is why they have a massive Ferris wheel in Heinz Field.
Hindsight. Yep.
That's why they call it that. So anyway,
Good for Shields.
it's been Ferris wheel and Shields talk.
Ferris wheel and Shields talk. I have a segment for us.
Please.
Sometimes with your kids, you like to tell them, or you like to ask them who's in charge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This segment is called "You're in Charge." You're in charge.
I like it.
All right.
I'm ready.
So this goes. Big Mama T's back.
Born ready.
All right. You're in charge, and you can eliminate one animal species from existence. What is it? You're in charge.
Okay, can we take a step back and define what an animal is? I know that sounds
No.
crazy. Well, a mosquito, is that an animal?
Yeah.
Mosquito.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I was trying to think like
Kills a lot of people.
some.
I don't know what
pest
is an
that
animal
kills-
an
yeah,
insect. It doesn't matter. Go
it's probably
ahead.
an animal. Mine was gonna be some kind of bug. So I can't say. The thing is, like a bee, those make honey. That's good.
Bees are important.
They're important.
Yeah.
Spiders also important. Keep the bugs down.
Is that right?
Yeah,
I
sometimes
think so
I'll
because
see-
spiders are like, I don't like that animal, but I wouldn't want to eliminate its entire species. I don't think.
Same with bats. Bats like
Sure,
eat
yeah,
some
yeah.
crazy amount of mosquitoes, maybe some bad thing every night.
Yeah.
So
bat
if
thing,
you take out
COVID.
mosquitoes, then I can take out bats because now they're no longer. If they eat mosquitoes,
Can we double check that they eat mosquitoes?
Sure.
Because I'd feel really bad.
I looked up an insect is an animal,
Okay.
so we do have that. You guys ever see a spider and then like sometimes I'll see one and be like, well, I haven't seen any bugs in a while.
You just let it go?
I'll kind of talk to them and say like, all right, hey, I could have killed you. You keep these bugs away from me.
Yeah.
We got a truce.
That's smart.
Yeah, I'll like let them know kind of what the deal
that's
is.
good. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Seems many
like, hey.
species of bats consume mosquitoes as part of their diet.
Okay.
So.
I think 1-2 punch mosquito bat.
You guys
Why
go
not?
mosquito
Why not?
bat?
Yeah, team effort.
I gotta go snake.
Oh,
Then
boy.
again, I'm not in charge.
What are snakes useful for? They eat mice?
I don't know. Snakes, for some reason, snakes kind of like a lot of them justify their existence because I think they're kind of a cool animal.
I
But
disagree
I think that's
there.
probably
But they're only cool in a cage.
it's true.
If there was
That's
a
true.
snake,
Like I like seeing a
outside
cool,
right now?
colorful snake in a cage, but not anywhere else.
yeah.
I don't even like that.
I had nightmares about snakes as a kid.
Snakes.
Could never run from them.
Snakes are considered beneficial to the environment because they help control pest populations. Let them spread. Let them spread. Particularly rodents. By preying on them, thus maintain the balance of ecosystems and preventing the spread of diseases.
Blah, 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 blah.
Let it
blah.
spread.
Yeah,
I don't
snakes
care
is
if a
good-
snake is killing mice. I'd much rather see a mouse in my house than a snake.
Yep.
Okay.
There's not songs about snakes in the house. They also serve as a food source for other animals. Oh, I'd hate if you had to be one above the snake on the food chain. I got to take down a snake.
Yeah.
Gross. That's not going to taste good. I'm also not going to be able to kill it.
What's worse? Snake on ground, snake in water.
Or snake in tree.
Oh, I just
actually go
shivered
snake in
thinking
water.
of snake in water.
Snake in water.
Snake in water is so terrifying.
Dude, anything in water. Anything that can swim in water that can hurt me.
It seems like
More
most things
scary.
can
fair
swim.
because you are so slow in water
Yes,
compared to
yes.
like a lion in water. You're like crap.
Can any animal not swim?
No,
I
saw a
just think
video-
most animals, they can at least swim faster than I can.
Yeah, are we the
That's what I'm
slowest
picturing.
swimming animal? Besides like
Probably.
ant?
Specifically an ant.
Can every
I bet I could. If we're going 50-meter free, I bet I could go faster than a pig. Give me
Okay.
50 meter free against a swine, no problem.
All right, so I said can animals swim? So it says animals that can swim. Fish.
Thanks.
Nearly all fish are natural
Okay,
swimmers.
even fish are scary. Like,
Scary.
when I'm in the water.
Like
Even
underneath
fish-
you.
Oh,
Yeah.
if one touches me, I'm gonna freak out.
Yeah, see ya.
yeah.
Not every animal could swim. Some animals, like hippos and chimpanzees, are now hippos. That's like where they kill you. I don't buy that. Maybe they're standing, but they say chimpanzees are not strong swimmers and may be afraid of water. All right, so good to know. You find yourself in a one-on-one with a chimp.
See ya.
Take him to the pond.
Get a little cannonball. Wade around a little bit.
Yeah, he's gonna shrivel up like the Wicked Witch of the East.
What about mice? They don't swim.
They don't swim?
That's the whole thing is that you put them in water and they'll drown, right?
Well, maybe they can swim for a little bit, but not overnight.
And they don't turn into butter. Yeah,
Yeah, as long as there's no cream in the water.
that's true. Yeah, okay, you're right. Just because you put something in water doesn't mean and it drowns eventually doesn't mean it can't swim.
Like someone who went overboard on a
If you
cruise.
put me in water, I'll die too.
Yeah. So what I do is this. I go click, click, click on my Google Chrome to mainstreamroasters.com. I pull up their webpage.
Okay.
Click over here. They have all sorts of different kind of coffees. Single serve, coffee blends, single origin coffees, flavored coffees, single serve K-cup, gift boxes, so many more.
Okay.
And you just order it right on your phone or on your computer.
Okay.
Tablet's fine.
Yeah, okay.
Yep. Tablet's fine too. And then
Microsoft service?
yes,
Yeah, it's a tablet. Yeah,
tablet. And they will just send it right to your door. And then once you get it, you can do whatever you want with them. They're your beans.
They're your beans.
They're your beans.
Yeah.
I personally brew them in a coffee maker, and it comes out just black as all get out, and it is delicious. It's so good. Sometimes I put cream. Sometimes I put maple syrup, even if I'm feeling really crazy. But a lot of times I just drink it straight up because it's that good. So that's my Main Street Roaster story. What's yours?
That's nice. You have a little Main Street Roasters on the side of your mouth.
Gosh dang it. It's a cut. All right. My whole body is broken right now. Just get over it.
My Main Street Roaster story goes like this.
Okay.
I grew up in a Christian home.
Okay.
Never really made my faith my own.
Okay. This is a rhyme story?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Main Street Roasters, it's the shiz.
Whoa, dude. You said that's Christian home.
It's part of my testimony.
Yeah. Good. Rebel, I guess.
Yes, I was a rebel. I didn't know music, bass, treble. But I did know one thing for sure. I wanted that coffee. I wanted it to endure.
Yes.
Took a while.
Yeah,
What would
yeah.
rhyme with sure? So there I went, mainstreetroasters.com, GRKC. I'm not Dom.
Vias? Dominic Vias?
What?
Dominic Vias?
No, I'm not like a Dommy.
You're not Dommy. Okay.
I'm not Dom.
All right.
He's GRKC.
Yeah.
And so that's what I do for 10% off. What do you do? Makes you think. It grabs their attention because you were expecting it to rhyme. It's like, oh, I
Yes,
dude, woke up.
I'm still waiting for it to. You're not going to.
And that's what Main Street Roasters does. It'll wake you up. And that's my story. Yeah, it does bring a tear to people's eyes.
Wow.
I see that tear over there.
I see that tear.
I see that tear.
With every tear duct closed.
Every head bowed and tear ducts closed. Go to mainstreetroasters.com and get your coffee today and tomorrow.
Yes.
But that's it.
Really?
There might be more. But
Okay.
yeah, while supplies last.
Okay. Yeah.
While supplies last. You're in charge of an airline. What's one new rule for flying? You're in charge.
I'm in charge. Okay. Am I in charge of I'm the president of the airline?
Yep.
Easy. I'll simply say bigger drinks.
Oh,
Bigger
okay.
complimentary
Like
drinks.
Bigger
Just-
cups.
Just yeah, make it a little nicer for the people that don't want to drink a few little sips and then have a thing of ice.
Not a bad answer.
Yeah,
Timon.
because we're talking maybe 6 ounces of that
Yeah,
Coke
but-
Zero.
But if that's what I do in my airline, people are going to want to go on my airline.
Yeah,
more
you
than-
get a full can.
Yeah, just go cans.
Yeah. Or just give them the can.
Sometimes they do that, and I think, why doesn't everybody
Yeah, it's like a special treat. You know what? Just take the can.
take the can? It's like,
It's on me.
I can't believe you're the modern day Santa. I'm trying to maximize profit on my airline time, and so I am not going to waste liquid. A lot more trash that way. So I'm going to say standing room only. Standing room only on my planes, and just pack them full.
Yeah, it's like a nightclub.
Nightclub.
First class, you got tables up front, and back. You just stand, and it's just a bunch of girls saying, excuse me, my friends are up there.
And there are some advantages, like there is going to be live music on the plane, so it's fun.
Smoking.
Areas,
Yeah.
yeah.
I won't
Smoking or not.
contain it. It's not going to go
Okay,
everywhere.
smoking or not, yeah. They'd say, and yeah, I think standing room only. They can do it for metro subways.
Yeah, you're all in each
hold
other's
on
business.
to something.
Yeah, just hang on.
If you're crashing, you're crashing, right? Like you're not gonna be like, well, I wasn't sitting down, so therefore, whatever.
This is
We'll
good.
have to figure out flotation devices. But
Then again, you're crashing.
that's also true.
What if you ran an airline and said, we do not have flotation devices. In place of that, everyone gets a free carry-on or something like that. Like, you get the room we're saving from the flotation devices, free check bag. You're welcome.
Yeah, it's not a bad. Yeah, just like, hey, we're not as safe as everyone else, but it's way cheaper.
Yeah.
And it's like, we're not safe in the ways that don't matter statistically at all, really.
I think it's an airline for Christians. Like, if you know where you're going, hop on in.
That's great. Spirit Airlines. We could call it that.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Spirit Air.
Yeah.
Holy Spirit Air.
Holy Spirit Airlines.
Spirit Air. Yeah. Above the clouds.
Great.
That's perfect.
You're in charge of all public, like federal holidays.
Okay.
Tell me one you're going to get rid of and one you're going to add in its place.
Okay. And okay.
I don't know.
Are you looking up what the federal
I'm
holidays
just gonna
are?
look up federal holidays. Yeah, I can't
I don't have like a disdain necessarily towards this, but I don't understand President's Day needing to be a huge deal.
Yeah.
I don't know. I love our history. I love America, but like, do we need to like have a day for presidents?
I'm looking
It's
up
kinda
federal
nice, though.
holidays and I don't see presidents on here.
Well,
Really?
Kind of weird. I see like all the other major ones you'd think of, I think.
maybe they changed the name of it.
I'm trying to think where are the gaps? Like, where do we kind of need a holiday? Because I like having one in February.
Oh, you're talking about like dates and everything too. Yeah,
Or that's just what I'm choosing to consider. It might be nice.
I couldn't have told you when I don't know when President's Day was until Rachel said she had it off.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say, okay, we keep President's Day. What do we got in March? Got any holidays in March?
I don't think we have anything in March.
When's
Don't see
Labor
anything.
Day?
Labor Day is September
September.
2nd. That's what this says.
And then there's something.
In
Memorial Day is
2024.
November. I'm gonna keep Memorial Day.
Memorial Day is May.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. There's something.
Thanksgiving's
Veterans
November.
Day is in November.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Thanksgiving. I give Memorial Day and Thanksgiving screwed up.
I eat turkey on both. Just to be safe.
we go really big on meals for both.
I grill out turkey.
Memorial Day is awesome.
Yep, it's the start of summer.
Veterans Day, I'm not saying I'm taking away, but I think we need to have a little more traditions along with Veterans Day. Like I don't feel like
Maybe it
we
needs to be warmer weather. Just change Veterans Day to April or something.
or March. It sounds like we need something in March
Yeah.
or
April's
April.
A little warmer.
We don't have anything in April.
I don't think so.
All right, Veterans
Not
Day in
seeing
April.
one, yeah.
And then I'm going to add in, you have to submit your tax forms for this, but like if you're below a certain tax bracket, you just automatically get the day off.
Oh, great.
Like just essentially like hard workers day. Like
Yeah.
if you're rich, you still have to work.
Is there a minimum and a maximum? Like you have to be in this bracket?
You have to be a full-time employee.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
can't be like minimum wage,
Like a W-2 employee
10 hours a week.
earning less than $55,000 a year. Congrats. Have a nice Tuesday at home.
But I would make sure it's a bookend. I do Monday or Friday.
Okay.
I want them to extend the weekend. That way, if they're smart about it, they'll also be sick on Thursday.
Yeah.
And so then it's a 4-day weekend.
And then what it does, it incentivizes your employer to pay you one above the threshold. You know, hey, we're bumping up your salary to $56,000. Hey, I just got paid $1,000 to go to one extra day of work.
True. Very good.
So, good holiday, Brad.
Thanks.
What's the name of it called?
We're gonna call it Terry Day, because like those guys that
Secretaries.
are working hard. They're usually named like Terry.
Oh, okay.
Come on, Terry. And it could be a girl or a guy.
Yeah.
Terry Day.
Time, do you have a holiday you want to add?
I've been thinking. I don't think we're missing anything.
Time would probably want Snake Day. He loves him so much.
Yeah.
Go Zoo Snake Day. Snakes in Cages Day.
Snakes on a plane?
Nah.
No.
No. Just nope.
You're in charge of Disney. What, like, maybe older, maybe childhood movie are you rebooting?
Oh.
Wow. Just one?
Just the one.
Tough. Because I'm also trying to think like, if I choose this, would I reboot it as a new cartoon or as a live like version of it?
Yeah.
Because that's another aspect of it. 2 off the dome that I'm considering right now. I'm going to try to think of others, but 2 off the dome are Peter Pan and Robin Hood. 2 of my favorites.
Okay.
2 classics. I think Robin Hood, though, they're both so good already. I think Peter Pan would be a really fun one to do. I know they've done it a bunch of times, but like a cool, like new age graphics, like VFX of Peter Pan would be
that's
sweet.
something. I think if I was in charge of Disney, if we were going to reboot something, it would be literally scene for scene, word for word, but just like look better.
That is a good point. Like I don't want him to take away or add like creative liberties to make,
because I just looked up like classic Disney movies and I'm like, every single one of these has been made into now, like just the ones that came up has been made into a new like live action one, but it's just the same story, but not as good. I think if it's like the same exact thing, but just improved visually and like remastered.
Oh, you want it to be like even the same cartoon?
No. Okay. I think I wouldn't mind it being like they can do cool CGI stuff now. Like do that, why not? But like, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe if I was Disney, I would just say stop. We're fine. Make new stuff.
Yeah, that's fair too.
Yeah.
Stop.
Do something original. Yeah. I would make sure I'm in charge, right?
You're in charge.
I would make sure that there is no like extra level of like depth and darkness to the movie. I feel like that's like a lot of times when you make a new real version, like Maleficent, never saw it, but did not look nearly as sweet as Snow White.
Okay.
I know they're not the same exact thing, but like all these Snow White things coming out. Snow White and the Huntsman, never seen it. Is that what it's called?
I feel like it's also pretty, I'm not sure. It's also a pretty common thing to just like take an old classic thing and make a horror version of it. You'd say stop.
I would say stop that. I want it to be cheery, bright. I want my kids to be able to watch it as they are right now. Like it's not like, well, that's kind of scarier. It's like, no. Make it kid friendly.
Yeah.
What's the Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs?
Mm-hmm.
You remake that now, live action. Do you hire actual dwarfs?
You gotta.
Yeah.
They have a union.
Yeah.
They wouldn't let you CGI that.
What do you say to the people who say that's not fair? It's not fair to people who aren't dwarfs. They were not ever even, had the opportunity to get that role.
I would say, hey, Peter Pan's hiring in a couple months.
See you then.
Yeah. You can be one of the Lost Boys.
All right, I got one more for you guys. You're in charge of the Grammys. What's the new award category? Just like a new category for music.
Oh.
I would say, help me with the wording on this, but it gets the people going.
Yeah, no notes. That's great.
Just
hypest song award.
Yeah.
Best banger, like
Best bop.
Best bop. Like something that's like, this song is not the most artistically beautiful,
That's a great category.
But there is just, it's
like
just
an anthem.
It's just like they need to have that for Oscars too, where it's like, listen, we understand that Dumb and Dumber is not going to ever win an Oscar, but people think it's so funny.
It got the people going.
People need to appreciate it, and it needs an award.
I think they started something like that with the Golden Globes. I don't know what they call it, but like kind of just like achievement or like.
Oh, really?
Where it's kind of just more like this is a movie that people have actually heard of and like loved.
Yes.
Even if it wasn't the most critically. I think they're
Like
kind of maybe doing that.
Like a congeniality award for a
Something
movie.
like that,
We all kind of liked him.
Yeah, I don't know what won it, but
what's that? There's like some, and maybe it probably has been around for a long time, but I've been seeing a lot of people getting recognized for this award recently. It's like this Comedian Lifetime Achievement Awards. You seen this?
No.
I've seen like Adam Sandler's gotten it, and Kevin Hart got it, and Jerry Seinfeld, I think. Like all these different people, that haven't necessarily won like these incredible awards, but it's like, it's Adam Sandler. He's huge.
Yeah.
So same idea with the Grammys. Like, I don't know. I don't even know who it would be necessarily, but like that song gets people going.
Yeah.
Usher's not going to win. Maybe, I don't know. Usher's probably won some Grammys, but like, I don't know. Something like that where it's just like this song gets people going.
What would have won this year for Best Bop? Gets the people going award.
Gets the people going.
Because I do think that's a great category. What's the, like when Mo Bamba came out, that song, that wins.
Gets people going.
Gets people going award of 2019.
You'd have to give me some fill in the like multiple choice for this one because I can't pull them off the top of my head. I'm a dad of 4. I don't consume enough of that stuff.
Didn't know if KU was pumping anything fresh and new out at the games, you know?
My sister sent me a video, or she was sent a video. My brother-in-law was at the KU game with my dad one time. I was with my sister, and she's like, "Oh, they're playing. I think it's a Sabrina Carpenter song that has "Hot" in it. Hot to go.
Hot to go. That's it's my girl, Chapel Roan, Willard, Missouri.
Chapel.
Okay,
Chapel Roan.
Found out I have 8 mutual friends with her dad on Facebook.
That's so Stratford. That's awesome.
Yep.
So Southwest Missouri. Yeah. She's like, "You've never heard this song?" I was like, "If I have, I didn't know what it was called."
Mm-hmm.
And then she kind of sang it, and I was like, "Sounds kind of familiar." But like, that's a really big song that I didn't know.
Yeah.
So
that one got people going, I'd say. I don't know if it would win though. I don't know. I can't think of one that I would
Pink
have
Pony
win
Club. That might have got the people going award.
Yeah.
Anyway, what would your choice be, Timon? What award category would you do?
I've been trying to think.
Great.
I think maybe just like most popular to hate song. Like people like really hated on it, and it's like might as well just be like, hey, I guess good job in the opposite way. Like
You made the most polarizing song of the year.
You got talked about, and good job. I don't know, something like that could be kind of fun.
Yeah.
And they perform it, and they're it's just being booed the whole time.
that's good. It has to be booed the whole time.
Yeah. It's like tradition.
Have you heard what's his name? LaAngelo Ball. He is a rapper now. Do you know this?
I've heard of this, but I have not heard his music at all.
I think he's only come out with a couple songs. Somehow, I don't know how this works, but his first song ever was #1 on Spotify. I guess I should say I don't know how this works because people generally were liking it. I think initially people go into it like, oh, I can't wait to hear this.
Sure.
And they start liking it. I think I listened to it once and was like, I'm good. But it does have a familiar, it sounds like the first rap we probably ever heard.
Okay.
It sounds like a 2001 rap song.
It's got a hook to it.
It's like kind of chanty. It reminds me of like Shake Your Tail Feather-ish, like that kind of era. I know Isaac loved it.
LaAngelo Ball is the oldest. Lonzo's the oldest.
Yeah, I think you're right.
LaAngelo
He's the
is
one not in the NBA.
Yeah, I was gonna say not. Yeah, there's only 3 of them. Okay, that's funny. Yeah, I've heard about that, but I hadn't given it a shot.
You're not missing anything too crazy, but it is kind of like it feels like a throwback song.
Timon, what about if you just did a Grammy for Best Greenleaf Performer, and you had a really good chance of winning a Grammy every year?
Yeah, you did.
Or an Imsh, like it could just like eventually be like an Imsh family, like the Imsh family is a
literally
dynasty.
just like no one knows who we are, but it's added to the Grammys, and it's like we're just like we need to do as well as we can each of us to try to get the Grammy.
And then all of a sudden
we are
surpass,
recognized on national television.
like Michael Jackson, Janet Jackson, all these Jackson's family has all these awards, but like actually at the very top is the Imsh family for most Grammys.
So people talk about.
Yeah, think about
That's
it.
great. Yeah. Speaking of Grammys, sorry,
You're no longer in charge.
A fun fact: so Jacob Collier was nominated for Album of the Year.
Okay.
Really?
I think he's the only Album of the Year nominee for none of the songs on his whole album to ever chart anywhere.
That's crazy.
It's
That's
just
kinda crazy.
Yeah, just like appreciative of the thing. Yeah.
Wow. How many
Thought that
people
was
get
kinda cool.
nominated? Do you have any idea?
Maybe 10, 20,
Okay.
Oh,
I don't
wow,
know.
quite a few.
something like that. I'm not sure. But,
Cool, man.
Yeah.
What do you? I need to. We can either do this on the podcast or off, but I need to like get some tutorial on how to listen to him from you. Like sometimes
Yeah.
it's kind of overwhelming, and I feel like he's the one that's not like, oh, just listen to this one song and you'll love it. Like I feel like you gotta get it a little bit
Right. Yeah.
going with. It's kind of like a 4-course meal with him, right?
I don't know. Yeah. I his songs are just so different. My current favorite of his is Hideaway.
Okay.
If you want to look that up, it's like
Okay.
a 7-minute song.
And you think it's okay to just listen to it by itself?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'd say that one for sure. And like, yeah, I mean, his album of last year, like all different sounds, I like most of them.
Okay.
I don't know. That gives you like, if you take the time to sit down and listen through it, then you can be like, okay, you can't be like, oh, this is what Jacob Collier sounds like because he does all kinds of different stuff.
Yes.
But you might like some. You might like add some new songs to your playlist.
And he is a singer himself, correct?
Yeah,
he's like
does.
singing all the songs.
He sings. There's a lot of collaboration on that album.
Right, but he's not just like a DJ like Moby,
No,
because
no,
like
no,
Moby
he-
was always like every song is a little different.
Yeah.
But it's like I don't even know if Moby's singing any of these songs. So,
Yeah, Jacob, he can, play any instrument you could think. He's kind of
Okay.
crazy.
Jacob
Yeah.
Collier.
Pretty cool.
You gotten into him at all?
I've listened to him. You know what my favorite Jacob Collier content is like something that's like more raw and like it's on Instagram or TikTok or something.
Yeah.
Like watch him play this by memory or watch him sing this in 8 different chords. You know, something like kind of like viral thing like that.
Kind of like Charlie Puth. Like you appreciate the guy so much more when you watch him do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like he's also just a humble guy and like a teacher kind of. And like, yeah, he's fun to watch. Just like talk.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's fun. I wish, no, I mean, I don't want to consume more content necessarily, but like, I wish I could consume more content of people that are like, not like, I don't necessarily have like incredible respect for them, but then you watch other people that do respect them a lot and then you appreciate them more because of that. Like, in other words, like there's so many athletes that I'm like, that guy's not very good. He's frustrating me. But then like you watch him play against some terrible like pickup game or something. And he's like dominating everybody.
Yeah, you seen that viral video of Brian Scalabrine?
No,
playing one-on-one?
but I would love to.
Yeah, so it's this guy who like he doesn't look like most NBA players. He like is a little pudgy and he's this white guy and like
redhead.
Yeah, like shaved red hair. Just looks the opposite of an NBA player and just commonly was referred to as just like a dud and this awful player. How is this guy still getting contracts? Well, anyway, I don't know how long ago this was, years ago, but he was just like, I'll play. He played against like a Division I college player and just like worked him 11-0.
Really?
I mean, it wasn't even close.
Really?
He did anything he wanted. He'd shoot threes. I mean, this is he's a large guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd shoot threes on him. He'd shoot jumpers on him. He'd take him to the hole. He did whatever he wanted.
Wow.
It's a great video.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Is like,
yeah.
so many guys, there's probably NFL players where like, they're not doing anything. What are they doing on the field? How quarterbacks even, where it's just like, it seems like they're just so bad. But I guarantee you, like, yeah, if those guys were just like doing one-on-one drills or whatever it is, like they are incredible. They're all just amazing athletes. Or same with musicians where it's like, I don't know if this guy's that good of a singer. It's like, well, just listen to this song that he just sings in his phone by himself. Like, so anyway.
Yeah, you should go watch some Scalabrine videos. Yeah, on like NBA 2K, he was a 40 overall.
Wow.
Out of 100. But yeah, then you see him playing one-on-one at Lifetime Fitness and they just, absolutely working anyone who wants to face him.
That's great. All right, we're going back and forth on this one. I'm going to say if we're going to do snake. So it's going to be a little bit of a rhyming thing back and forth. But you're going to rhyme with me and then you're going to set me up for a rhyme.
Okay, it rhymes with snake?
It might.
What is the snake thing?
Oh, just like that way you don't have to rhyme every time.
Got it.
So I'll say, Good Ranchers boxes are currently, no, I'll start again. So I'll say,
you start snake and then I'll be the tail.
I'll say Good Ranchers has chicken, beef, poultry, and fish, but they don't sell snake.
Snakes have scales and their eyelids close vertically. They use their tongue to help them see better. I don't think I get what we're doing.
I think we're supposed to be rhyming.
Okay.
Better. Okay. Good, I'll do better.
Okay, sorry.
They help them see better. Have you ever tried Good Ranchers bratwurst with a side of cheddar? Use our promo code GRKC for $25 off.
There's no active antivenom for king cobras. They are deadly. Okay. Do not get close to them. Okay. Do not risk your life.
No, life.
I don't know how much snake stuff. Is it too much snake?
It's just not rhyming. It's not too much snake. It's like, okay, life. Right. Life is the last thing you said. Life. All those antibiotics and added hormones just cause us strife. So that's why we order from goodranchers.com.
I got it. My anaconda don't want none unless you got buns, hun. 3 rhymes.
I don't know.
Don't say it didn't rhyme.
Yeah.
Not enough snake, probably.
But rhyme with me.
Oh, okay.
So Good Ranchers right now is $25 off. Plus you get free ground beef, your choice of free ground beef, chicken, or wild caught salmon in every box for a year.
All right, that's good. We can just say what we need to say. It's that was a weird one. It's American Meat delivered. Welcome to Jake and Brad's improv class. Yes, and yeah, Good Ranchers is just awesome company, awesome people working there. We're actually hoping to try and have the CEO on the podcast here in the coming weeks. It'd be really cool. Excited for you guys to get to meet him. But yeah, they're just all American company. Everything comes from America. It's packaged in America. It's delivered to you guys in America. So you're supporting local American farmers, ranchers, and you're getting discounts like Brad mentioned when we were doing Snake.
Yeah. So once again, goodranchers.com. It's American meat delivered. Support them, support us, and get some amazing, high quality, healthy meat in the process.
It is healthy. No seed oils and stuff.
No seed oils, no added antibiotics, hormones. It's just good stuff. It'll help you get shredded. It'll help you in whatever health journey you're looking for. So yeah, goodranchers.com, American meat delivered.
Yep. Should we do s'mores?
Let's do some s'mores.
Let's do a little s'mores.
S'mores this week is going to be the s'mores of obscure colors.
Yes. I'm going to try to harness my Rachel Coop triplet here and everything she's taught me, everything I learned from our wedding colors.
Yeah.
Just going to go based off of what she's told me. We'll see how well I do.
Can we get them, like, after you pick one, can we have you say if you knew it or not before Rachel?
Yeah.
Like, this is a BR or a before Rachel AR, I guess. Also, I think, can we just police each other? Because a few of these, I'm like, I think those are obscure enough. But hey, let's just be
honor system.
Yeah. Hey,
self-governing.
Like, hey, you say like, actually, I think that's not obscure enough. Cool.
Okay, sure.
I think
I won the last one,
which was things we used to love.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I could be wrong. I started off losing it, and then I checked later in the day, and I was winning it.
I know I lost, so I don't know who. It's probably you, Jake.
Yeah, Jake.
I don't know.
Jake wins.
Okay, I don't know if the order really matters much in this one, but me, Time, and Brad.
All right.
Going this way. Sweet. I'm going to start off with my favorite crayon color of all time. Always loved it. Weird word. I never saw this word anywhere else. The word is cerulean.
Wow.
Good color.
On my list.
Was it really?
Yes,
Good
dude.
I'm glad I went first.
I was going to say, it might make more of a difference than you think.
Yeah.
Great blue.
Yeah, just slightly brighter blue, a little less royal blue, a little more hue, different hue to it slightly.
Yes.
Anyway, that's a before Rachel color. Always loved it in the Crayola box.
Cerulean.
Cerulean.
Good answer.
Yeah. I'm going to say periwinkle.
Oh,
Always loved.
thought I could snag that.
There was little like butterflies that were that color. My mom taught me that color. Always loved that color.
Wow.
Yeah.
On my list is I had 11 colors. I'm like, surely I'll have plenty on my list.
I know. I have 7, I think. I was like, oh, that's fine.
All right, remove.
Jeez, periwinkle. I should have saved cerulean.
No,
Gosh.
I think I would have gone cerulean. So
That would have torn me up.
yeah. All right. My first one, and this is one that I need your help on. Like, I think this is obscure enough. Carolina blue. Obscure? Or
Yeah,
not
it's obscure enough.
Don't
Yeah.
even know what like color to picture.
Okay, fair enough. Then I think if half the room doesn't even know it, it's like light blue, basically. Like,
Okay, fun.
but it's
Not
named,
quite sky blue though. It's like got more white to it than that even.
It's awesome. I love North Carolina's just whole get up and colors, and yeah, so good. Probably because of Michael Jordan, but maybe just because of Carolina blue. Honestly, it's just beautiful. That's my water bottle.
Spooked me.
Spooked. And then my second one, once again, I'm not trying to be like controversial with how obscure. Kelly Green.
No, that's great.
Okay, Kelly Green. I think maybe this would be described. Kelly Green's a little bit lighter than this, maybe. My
Steve
shirt.
Coop really likes Kelly Green.
Yeah. I know, sensitive subject, but the Eagles often have Kelly Green jerseys,
Those are
and
great.
they are awesome.
Saquon did the reverse hurdle on the Kelly Greens.
Dude, I like the Eagles. Of course, I wanted the Chiefs to win, but the Eagles.
Jalen Hurts, really likable. Saquon, really likable.
I was
Jason
watching
Kelsey.
them play, like not knowing much. I was like, they look like they're playing really well. I don't know. They look pretty good.
They played incredibly well, Tyvin. Yes. Yeah. So, shout out. Nick Sirianni, incredibly likable? Or
You think
Nick
God?
Sirianni?
You tell me.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm looking up Kelly Green, and I'm seeing a lot of conflicting colors because some of them I like and some of them I really don't like.
Kelly Green Eagles jerseys. How about that?
Okay, so it's more muted than I'm seeing.
I'm thinking a
Because
little
I'm
bit.
seeing like green screen movie set, which is not a good color. In my
No, I
opinion.
think it's more like like almost like Irish green.
Okay. Yeah.
You will.
That makes sense.
Like think about a nice St. Patrick's Day color, Kelly
Yeah.
green.
That's good. That's good. I'm going to say sage.
Ooh.
Remind me what that one looks like.
It's like a pastel green kind of, sage green.
Yeah, sage green.
It feels like you ask a girl in like middle school what her favorite color is, and she's like wants to be a little like different. And it's like sage green. But I like the color a lot. I think it's like a nice, pleasant, like muted color.
Love it.
Okay. Next, I'm gonna go with lavender.
On my list.
Really?
What's it-
yeah.
How's that compared to periwinkle?
Periwinkle is more blue, and I'd say lavender is more purple.
Okay.
As far as their base colors go.
Okay.
Lavender's like a nice light, almost like an Easter purple.
Yeah, I know lavender pretty well, but I was in my head periwinkle was also purple. But this is good. Okay. Love lavender, dude.
Yeah, periwinkle is kind of
Lavender
between
might be
blue
one of
and
the
purple.
best colors.
All right,
out
thanks,
there.
Simon.
Yeah.
K-State
Good
has some
pictures.
nice lavender jerseys.
Yep.
Basketball.
That one's probably a little more post Rachel, after Rachel. This next one definitely is. I'm going to go with orchid.
Okay.
Didn't know about orchid until a few months ago. I think it just came out. Rachel was trying to tell me about a bridesmaid's dress she got. I was like, I was trying to describe it with my dumb caveman colors. Saying, no, it's not. No, it's orchid.
Which is what?
I wouldn't know what base color in a picture.
I'm thinking white. There's no way though.
It's not white. It's like
I'm
a.
picturing maybe it has orange roots. For some reason, that's what
No, it's more of like a. I don't want to use some of my other colors, but
I'm going to look it up.
yeah, I was going to say, let me just double check. But
Bluish, greenish.
Oh, okay.
no, it's more. It's in the purple pink family.
Okay.
But yeah, somewhere in there.
Orchid.
Yeah, I would say if you're like on the big color wheel, it's like right in between purple and pink.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good.
It's a nice color.
I was about to say purple, but you could say pink too.
It's abstract.
Cool.
Rachel color.
Okay. I'm going to say magenta.
Ooh,
Oh,
magenta.
I forgot about magenta.
That's like the first, I remember, I think that's like just barely below non-obscure. I think.
You're
Like-
right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like just barely obscure, but it's a nice, I like the sound of the name. Good color.
Magenta feels like 90s obscure. Like it feels like we knew about that one for a while.
Like there's another one too that was like that too.
Okay.
Like, what do you like, magenta or fuchsia?
fuchsia.
That was like a big word for whatever reason.
It was hard to spell. Where's the S go?
Uh-huh.
All right. I got my last two here. My next one is going to be peach.
Ooh,
Good.
Not obscure?
I think that's obscure.
that's fine.
It's not. It's
Talk
not
to me. No,
pink
I
or
want
some
to
orange.
embrace
but
debate.
Embrace debate. I think there's more obscure colors, more obscure names that are like the same color as peach.
Okay. What are they?
As a kid, skin
I
color.
will-
As a kid, coloring crayons.
peach.
Very probably like a
Oh yeah, that's how you color your skin.
just like a funny
Oh.
like thing. And I feel like, as I was like, can I get the skin color crayon? It's like, well, thinking about that, it's like, well, probably shouldn't call it that.
Check your privilege at the door.
Yeah.
All right.
Like, what about like a salmon or a coral? Like, would those be peachy in your eyes?
No, peach is like orange. I feel like salmon's more pink. Isn't it?
Well, coral.
Coral is similar. Peach is sweet, like peach. I don't know.
No, peach is great.
It's
No,
a
I
good
don't-
color.
I don't have to see peach, guys.
Peach is great.
I think it's obscure enough, but
Okay.
Jake's podcast.
I'm good with pink
All right.
or peach.
This one is obscure, partially because it's obscure, partially because it specifically is from the game Halo. Cobalt blue, but the specific one when you're choosing your Master Chief character in Halo, that you want him to be cobalt blue.
I'd say it's obscure enough.
Okay, cobalt blue from Halo.
Go Bob Blue.
You remember back when you could like choose what your character looked like, and
Not really, because I never owned the game, so I was
okay.
always just like a guess. Like,
I see.
yeah, I'll be whoever. I'll be
Uh-huh.
I'll be Badger.
Yeah, you could make your own names and stuff. Yeah,
I never personalized my guy though.
that was the first time I heard the word cobalt was in Halo. So
It's a strong word. I see why Chevy named a car after it.
named their girliest car after it. Unless you drive a Cobalt, I bet you bench the bar. Super strong. All right, time.
Okay. I'm going to say seafoam.
Oh yeah.
I think it's like nicely obscure and just a great color. Look
at
it
that.
up.
Just to see it with my eyes again.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's good.
It's a nice comfort color.
Yeah.
Seafoam.
Seafoam was really nice.
Seafoam was real popular when we were in college.
Was it?
I feel like it was a big like, hey, we're going to this date party. We have shirts. They're seafoam colored. All right, bet Kappa Delta.
Seafoam just inspired me. I didn't even write this down, but it's coming to mind now. Let me know if it's not too obscure. I'm going to go with teal as my last pick.
Ooh.
I didn't want to pick it because I thought it was maybe borderline not obscure.
I understand.
But I think I can. Do we allow it, Brad?
Listen,
I understand.
I think it's. What are we calling obscure? Because like, I think teal is definitely not on the normal color wheel chart, so therefore it's obscure.
I think I learned the other colors when I was 3 or 4, or younger, and then I learned teal when I was 6.
Yeah, you know about it for a while.
Like Bo doesn't know teal,
But I learned magenta when I was 8.
yeah,
Make a teal crayon.
And I learned periwinkle.
teal's a fun one.
No,
Teal's good. Teal's good.
I'm allowing. Yeah.
Feels
It's
good
for sure.
Seems like the off-brand. What's going on under that desk?
I don't know why I keep putting it back up.
The off-brand like crayons like had teal in it, but Crayola doesn't seem like they cared too much about teal. So
Rose Art had some.
yeah.
No, teal's fine. I think it is a little. It's a borderline, but I think if some of mine are getting on there, Carolina Blue feels like it was similar.
Peach and teal are the same level, and so you guys are both welcome to them.
I still think peach is more obscure than teal.
You really think so?
Don't be ridiculous, Tom. Okay, so
Is that it?
that's it. We got Jake said cerulean, lavender, orchid, and teal. Timon, periwinkle, sage, magenta, seafoam. Brad, Carolina Blue, Kelly Green, peach, and cobalt blue from Halo. Master Chief. So
Nice.
I have two others that are also, they're basically the same color as lavender, but I feel like I should diversify. Lilac, very similar, very pretty color.
Yeah.
And then let's go a little mauve. What do you know about mauve?
I have mauve on my list.
Never heard of that, or unless I've just read it.
It just came
I've
out.
seen it wrong.
Mainly for the name. I don't love the color itself. It's kind of pinkish, isn't it?
It's also like kind of a light purple, maybe a light plum. Oh, I should have gone plum.
Yeah.
Plum is good. I looked up mauve and I like it. I like
Mauve is nice.
First one I thought of was Robin's Egg Blue.
Oh, that's great.
That's a classic.
Yeah.
Vermilion. Kind of like a deep red.
Really?
Just a fun.
I don't know about that one.
Fun word. Some of these are just fun words.
We couldn't say it in my house.
Vermilion. Caramel. I love caramel colored like furniture.
Wow, I didn't even think about that.
Brown,
Yeah, you have any stain colors in there?
I thought about walnut in there. It's a little bit, depends on what kind of wood you're putting it on though. And then cornflower blue. Love me some cornflower.
I don't know that either.
Look it up. You'd love it.
So obscure.
Cornflower blue.
Oh, that's nice.
It's nice.
That's a great blue.
Really just blue in general.
I had a fish named Cornflower.
Did you?
Yeah.
How'd you find that
Yeah,
one?
well, how'd that work?
In the big
I got like
book of
6
fish names.
I got like 6 goldfish one time.
What?
And
How? What?
I was probably like 10. I don't know how old I was.
Probably fed him
but
to
I-
a snake and liked
but
it.
But I got a fish tank, and I was like, maybe for a birthday or something like that. And I was super excited. It might have been from a garage sale. I don't know. But
Either way.
I have a place to keep fish. So we went and got some fish.
I don't
And
know if you guys know about fish tanks, but
so now I could put fish in them.
that's where I'll keep my fish.
And so I got like 6 fish. I think I named them all.
Yeah.
But then most of them died within a week, I think. And cornflower lived for months.
Oh,
So
So what were the other names? Were they also
I genuinely can't remember. I think they must have died quick enough that they've just like,
yeah.
I don't know.
cornflower?
think of any other
Great
names.
color though. If you're a girl out there and you're like, I'm gonna get my nails done, I never know what color. I know it's not a winter color. May I throw in the ring cornflower blue? It's your nail color.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Thank
It's
us
kind of a little
later.
bit muted, We like muted here.
Yep.
Looks great.
I had a goldfish.
Honorable mention espresso.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Honorable mentions.
Sorry, you're good.
Espresso. Okay. I don't know exactly.
I just picture the
like
color
a-
of just deep brown,
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
dark brown. I think it's mainly for Main Street Roasters is why I brought that up.
Yes, dude.
Oh, I see.
I do like espresso brown. That's nice. Oh, on some hair. They have all these different hair colors. nice. Blue black. You can get hair color blue black.
Blue black. Which one is it?
It's like just dark black.
Wow.
I don't know.
Nice.
Anyway, won a goldfish one time at a county fair, and it died the next day. And I remember crying so hard. I named it Ping because I won it by getting a ping pong ball, and it was one of those games.
Yeah.
Bing.
I was so excited, and I cried pretty hard.
That's sad.
Yeah. So that's why we don't have pets anymore. Just don't want our kids to ever have any kind of hardships in life.
How you doing with the cat battle?
Still battling. Have we talked about that on the podcast? I don't know if we have, but
It's been a while, but I think you talked about them all ganging up on you.
yes, 100% they did. And so far, so good. So this basement's really giving me some leeway.
I'd like to, but I just...
I don't even have any time to, I can't use my fingers anymore to look up a cat. Where to find a
I
cat?
couldn't even pet it.
So, yeah, still staying strong. Might have to edit this part out so that that Catherine can't, bring it back up because of this conversation. But
It's true.
Yeah, so far so good. I'm not gonna say too much because I don't want to rile Catherine up, but just know, never gonna happen.
No way, no how.
Oh yeah, they gang up on me hard though. It's hard to be, staying strong. But certain things they're bigger than family. So,
And not having a cat
is one of those
is that
things.
big thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It's fun. Anything else you guys need to get off your chest? Or off any body part?
yeah, I just want to give a quick shout out to the small shopping carts. You know what
Talk
I'm
to
talking
me.
about? I'm not talking about the baskets, but I'm talking about like they've started. I don't know, maybe it's been 20 years now, but it feels like they're newish. They're like those tiny little ones.
It's like two baskets on top of each other.
Pretty
Those are
much.
nice. Oh, I'm whipping around those corners.
It's like the sports car of shopping carts.
Yeah.
And as a guy that doesn't do much grocery shopping, that's almost all I ever need. And so the other day, I was getting some drinks for the Super Bowl party and just whipped around in that little small shopping cart. And I was like, these need to be more appreciated than they are.
I love those. So I'm with you.
Right? So good. Because the baskets, sometimes you get some milk. That's a heavy basket.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you can't do liquids in a basket.
Can't do liquids in a
Gotta
basket.
get heavy quick.
We've always said that. So shout out to small shopping carts. I have that.
I don't think I brought this up on the podcast, but I went to the grocery store last week, and right when I walk in, I'm looking at like this kind of protein bar section, and a woman just like comes up and kind of interesting looking, but either way, it just starts off super friendly, just like, man, what a great day it is here in this grocery store, but man, how do you ever pick from all these options? And I don't know her at all, but it comes in hot. I'm like, I know, right? They just every time you come in, they got something new. And she's like, they need to do a study to figure out how we're supposed to choose from all these options. And I was like, yeah, they're just it's crazy. It's crazy. And she said, every time in here, I end up getting so much stuff, and I don't know why I do it. And so I said, well, little something I do. I said, to make sure I don't pick up too much stuff, I said, I don't even use a shopping cart. Like today, I'm only in here to get like 3 things, so no cart. And she goes, I've rocked her world. She's like, oh my gosh.
Genius.
No shopping cart.
You
She's like,
put them in your hands.
she's like, that is so good, young man. That is so good. And then she walked away. She's like, all right, have a nice day. And I was like, oh, that was kind of a funny interaction. I'm looking through, checking nutrition facts, getting shredded. And then I hear her come back. She's like, no, she would walk back. She goes, no shopping. That's genius.
Yeah.
Why didn't I think of that? She like left and come back.
Shoves her shopping cart down the
I
aisle.
don't need it.
I don't need this anymore. You hear that?
I'm not afraid. Yeah, so just a really wholesome, fun interaction. But I was really had a quick little 20-second TED talk at Price Chopper the other day.
So yeah, the way that you or buy less is by just having
Either get
less
stronger or just don't get more stuff.
stuff. That's amazing. Love it.
Yeah.
Smart. I have this randomly written down. Lots of new babies coming into the world. Got Ghosty Jordan Algae just had a baby. Our friend Justin, our friend Sam just had a baby within like the last week. So shout out to those guys. Congrats on being dads. It's fun times. And then, nothing really funny or like whatever about this, but we had our baby dedication for Henry. It was just a sweet time. Fun time this past week with the in-laws. And yeah, it was just great. My father-in-law especially, but both of them were very kind about the basement. Wow, it looks great. I think he knows how hard of work it can be to like do a house project.
Yeah.
He built like this massive deck back in the day for Catherine's family. So I think he's just like very complimentary of like, because I don't think it was like an easy. It wasn't just like, oh, he's just a builder. He'll build this deck.
Yeah.
It was like a labor of love kind of thing. So I think he was just like, good job, Brad. This looks incredible. Whatever.
That's nice.
So just fun having him in town, and yeah, just a fun time. I'm thankful. As are you. I know that we enjoy our in-laws. Like that's so
easy,
so awesome. Like I think so often you hear like the jokes like, oh, the in-laws are coming into town. Oh, great, my mother-in-law. Blah blah. And it's like I'm so thankful that I'm excited when Catherine talks to her mom. It's not like, oh, geez, your mom's not gonna support me or whatever. So anyway, just a blessing. And yeah, the baby dedication was great. We like did the baby dedication, then straight from there went to the upward game down the hall, basically at our church. And so we were all like super dressed up compared to everybody else there, and like sweat. Everyone else is like in sweats, and Rosie's in like this, dress with the cardigan on and everything. And they're probably like, who are these Amish people?
Yeah, they must not be sports fans. They don't really get it.
Must not realize that it's not, baseball in the 1930s. You don't have to dress like that anymore. But anyway, it was a lot of fun, and yeah, good time. So that's about it. Oh, and I have some wins if you don't have anything else. But
yeah, you can do wins of the week.
Win of the week. Main one is, well, yeah, those things I said. Small shopping carts, great. But I returned a bunch of items to Home Depot from like that I didn't end up using for the project or whatever, and so it feels like I made a bunch of money.
That's a great win. Boy math.
Yes, it's like, and I truly quote unquote did make money, but it was awesome. Same with like Bass Pro Shop. I was like, it was like an addiction of like, what else can I return? What do I need to return?
I started my day making money. Let's keep this up. What else can I return? Let's get things out of the house.
This is great. So also learned that I always knew that if you didn't have receipts for stuff, you could just get store credit at Home Depot. But if you do it enough times, they start thinking that you're like fraudulent.
Oh.
And so I got to find receipts for some of my stuff because I paid in cash for some stuff, and so I don't have it on the credit card. And so, I'm like $70 I need to find a receipt for right now. It's kind of, living over my head with these lights that I don't need anymore. But yeah, that was a huge win. It was like hundreds of dollars worth of returns, which is great.
Good job making that money.
Making that paper.
I think my win of the week is going to be the balance and I'm coming up with this as I say it now, but just like I think the balance that comes with like having a wife, the unintended or like unforeseen like benefits, besides just like general, just like memory making and companionship, whatever. Just like I talked about Monday's episode, but this week has just been busier than most, just managing so much. I feel like I have so much to do constantly. And yesterday we had a bunch of snow, and Rachel, all she wanted to do, she's like, I just want to go for like a winter walk. I love like the sky and the snow when it's wintry outside. And so yeah, I was like, you know what? Like it still sounds kind of fun, but I know how much stuff I have to do right now.
Yeah.
And it takes 10, 15 minutes just to get bundled up. The wind chill was like 11 yesterday, and we're getting all this stuff. And then we went on the walk and just had so much fun. And it was just like, it's probably 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Didn't even take that long.
Yeah.
But it was great to get fresh air. It was great to just chat and just chill for a little bit. It was the only time I left the house yesterday. I never drove anywhere. It's like, I needed to get out of the house.
Yeah. Just like, you kind of take a break. I mean, it's awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, that was really fun. And then we were just goofing around when I got her back to the house. Like we were just walking and just so much snow. I was just like, because I'm not, I didn't grow up with brothers. I don't ever roughhouse with anyone. It doesn't come naturally to me, but I was like, man, it's just so tempting to like just shove you down right now. And Rachel was like, oh yeah. And then all of a sudden we start wrestling in the front of our lot. You can go see it. Like there's so many footprints like out in front of our front door right now. And we just kind of wrestled around for like the first time in our lives together and took her to the ground. And then we realized like, oh my gosh, we have a Ring doorbell. That would be so funny to look back at that. Ring only records. This is so annoying. It's like once there's activity, it'll record for like 30 seconds. And then it's just like, Well, if it was going to happen, it was going to happen. So I
Hey.
guess it doesn't record the whole time there's activity. It just starts a timer.
I'm a fraudulent guy. That's good to know. I'll steal some stuff from you then.
Yeah.
Wait 30 seconds.
Or just don't buy Ring. Figure out a camera that actually records the whole time there's activity. Doesn't that seem like it should?
Yeah, 100%.
The whole time someone's in front of your house, keep recording.
Maybe there's a setting.
Maybe there's a setting.
But yeah, that seems like 100%. Like if it's still detecting movement, especially when it's like a girl getting wrestled to the ground.
It's like, I mean, you saw 30 seconds of it. That's enough to put behind bars. Yeah. That's good.
Wow. Yeah.
So yeah, the balance that comes with living with Rachel is great. What a
That's
week.
fun. Love it, dude. Sweet.
Good winter walk. Freezing though.
Yeah.
I just like made a fairly easy $400 this week, which is kind of just like a fun, random, not common thing. I like know this guy who's like a kind of established like DP, like cinematographer. I think I mentioned he like does stuff with the Chiefs a lot and whatever.
Oh yeah.
But he just like has this, his dad has this ministry where they just like do this event for a couple hours, sometimes Tuesday mornings. And he was like, I need to film it, but I'm out of town. So you want to like just film it and then like give me the footage? So I just like, well, I had to wake up at like 5 a.m., which was like, okay, whatever. But then just like film for a couple hours, send him the footage and got $400. I was like,
Sweet.
that's a win.
That's awesome.
That's a win.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
And you didn't even have to edit it. Like, you
Yeah.
just
I
filmed
was
it.
like, I got to get more stuff like this.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. That was fun.
Sweet, dude.
Good
That
gig.
is-
Yeah.
I love those.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, I should not be getting paid this much, but okay, let's do it. That's fun.
Yep.
Congrats, man.
Thanks.
Comment of the week?
Yes. Mine. Well, sorry. Yes. It's going to be anonymous just in case this is personal information. I mean, it was a DM to us. But she said, this ghosty community is just so cool. I've been a ghosty for about 4 years. I started listening when my son was born and was up in the night a lot and needed to stay awake. I'm about to have my second baby being induced tomorrow. And my parents were originally supposed to come and take care of my 4-year-old and stay for a week to help and meet sweet baby boy. Well, we found out 2 weeks ago that my mom has breast cancer. She had to have surgery this past Monday, which means they won't be able to come right away. I asked for prayers on the Holy Ghosties FB page for my mom's surgery and my upcoming delivery. So many people said they were praying, and then one ghostie Venmo'd me so we could order dinner after having this baby. It's incredible to me how kind this community is to complete strangers. You guys should really be proud of what you've built. God is good and using this community for sure. I think that's really fun and really cool.
Dang.
So
That's awesome.
In the midst of tough, crazy life-altering times, you're turning to this Ghostrunners community for prayers and hands and feet kind of thing. It's just awesome. So shout out to that comment.
That was really cool.
And they're having their baby tomorrow. So just congratulations in advance. Praise God.
That's cool. My comment is from Sammy. She said, if you guys start a trivia podcast, I may just pull my children out of school and have them learn solely from Ghostrunners Academy. It'd be fun for all of you to discover who Amerigo Vespucci is together. Also, someone tell me what an isthmus is. I looked it up to spell it, but that's it.
What is an isthmus, Timon?
I don't know. We talked about it. Wasn't it a geography thing?
Yep.
You have the category correct.
Isthmus. Was it water related?
Yep.
Water related.
Okay. A water geography thing.
Yes.
Yeah,
good.
that's it.
That's
Yeah,
good,
yeah,
Sammy.
yeah.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You get it, Sammy.
Yep. That's great. Awesome.
All right. That has been Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
If you got done listening to this, congratulations. It's now Thursday.
There you go.
Let us be the first to say happy
Happy
Thursday, guys.
Yeah. Have a great Thursday, guys. We love you. And we'll see you next Monday. Ghostrunners Podcast.
Every Monday